Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and it is me, Ruth Ann, back again with another video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys all the books I plan on reading this June. Okay, so is it just me, or it's like mind-blowing the fact that we're in June? We're about to be in June, literally in like, I believe 2-3 days. What? Like, I just realized I've been sitting at home for 3 months, not doing anything, well, except reading and working on my keto, drinking a lot of water, still exercising. So today I'm going to be giving you guys all the books I plan on reading in June. Now, let me just let you guys know, in May I have read almost 6 books, and to me that is mind-blowing because normally I don't read that much books. I give myself a goal to read at least 4 books if I really want to, or if I really end up enjoying that book, then I'll probably end up getting another book to end up reading. I just realized my water's all the way over there, but I don't want to get up and get it. Yeah, no, I'll get it. Alright, so the first book I plan on reading is Top 10. Now, normally I get my books at Indigo, but unfortunately I have been having some struggle with Indigo. So recently I went to a bookstore, or not recently, it was like a couple months ago. I went to a bookstore with my mom and I seen this book and it just attracted me, and I read the back, and I'm just gonna give you guys, for all the books I have today, I'm gonna be giving you guys what they are, like the background of it, and just so if you guys want to read it, you guys can. So Ultra popular Ryan is a hockey player who can get any girl he wants, and frequently does. But somehow their friendship just works. From dorky Monopoly nights to rodeo house parties to the top 10 lists they make about everything under the sun. Now, on the night of high school graduation, everything is suddenly changing in their lives and in their relationship. As they try to figure out what they mean to each other and where to go from here, they make a final top 10 list, this time counting down the top 10 moments of their friendship. See, so that connected me. Like, I was just like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Maybe I should give this one a try. And I'm actually really excited to read this book, and hopefully everything goes well. But yes, this book has been on my TBR for quite some time, and I'm just trying to read out all my TBR books before I go and end up buying more books. So this is the first book I plan on reading in June. The second book, and let me just say this book that I've had for like almost 2 years, but I just haven't touched it. This book, I've watched a movie of it and I really enjoyed it, and I was just like, oh wait, I have the book to this, why don't I just read it? Like, sometimes I realize that I have books to a movie series, but I just don't read it. Like, look, Divergent. I read Divergent, Insurgent, but I haven't read these 2 yet. So, but don't worry, I do plan on reading these 2. Anyways, that's missing the point. So the second book I plan on reading is Before I Fall by Lorraine Oliver. And this book is, I'll just read the back for you guys. Samantha Kingston has it all. Looks, popularity, the perfect boyfriend. Friday, February 12th should be just another day in her charming life. Instead, it turns out to be her last. The catch? Samantha still wakes up the next morning, living the last day of her life, 7 times during 1 during 1 week. She will untangle the mysteries surrounding her death and discover the true value of everything she is in danger of losing. So let me just recap that because I have like a little, like I just froze for some reason. So basically this book is about like this one very popular girl named Samantha, and she ends up unfortunately passing, like dying, but she ends up waking up the next day reliving the day that she just died. And it continues to happen for the rest of the week until she can find out why she died. So this is my second book, and I really hope this is a good book. I really, really do. So the next book is a non-fiction book, and as you guys are aware, I do like non-fiction books. So the next book is The Forgotten Home Child. Now, when I read about this book a little bit, I learned about it on Indigo, and I was just connected to it because it is about a 97, I believe. Yeah, 97-year-old woman who she doesn't really talk about her past, and then as her great-grandson is visiting her, he asked her, what is our tree history? Like, he wants to know about more about back in the day and what happened. And then is when she finally opens up after so many years and says what she went through as a child. And as I was reading this, I started to get emotional, and I was just like, yeah, I should, this just seems like a book that I would want to read. But it has this beautiful meaning to it, and I truly can't wait to read it. And what I like is that the font is pretty big, because sometimes I don't like it when the font is small, or else I have to squint my eyes like this. And yeah, hopefully this book is much better than I hoped it would be. And that is the third book I plan on reading. The next book, and I'm truly excited for this book because, as you guys are aware, I have been reading the Red Queen series. I like the Red Queen, this one right here, the Red Queen, was absolutely amazing. Like, I loved it. And it talks about, like, the Red Queen series is basically about a girl named Mar, and she has red blood. Now, in this storyline, red blood is basically like the poor type of side of the country. And then we also have the silver blood. The silver blood has all these powers, like they have lightning, fire, like all those type of different things. Now, I was about to say Star from The Hate U Give. Wow. Okay. No. So Mare, she ends up realizing that she has powers. Now the thing is, she's wondering how is she getting these powers. So in this storyline, it ends up explaining how, and it gets crazy, but in a good way. And I'm currently reading The King's Cage, and hopefully I plan on finishing that very soon, because it's just like, it gets like, at the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, it gets very, I mean, it just, like, you're reading it, but then you want to put it down because it's not grabbing your attention too much. And then I decided to pick it back up and try and read it again. And as I read it again, then I realized, no, it's not the storyline, it's just me personally. So don't take it personal. With this book, to me, I thought it was kind of slow, but then as I started to read it, it started to get better. So I read The Red Queen, The Glass Sword, and now I'm on The King's Cage. And then the next book I plan on reading in June, and this is probably going to be the biggest book I've ever read. It is War Storm by Victoria Aveyard. Now, let me just show you this side of it. do you see this? Do you see this? Like, I've never read a book so big. Like, it is, and the font, the font isn't like that big. And I thought it, oh yeah, it is like 600 pages. It's almost 700 pages. And I normally don't read books that big. So if I complete this, giving myself a round of applause. That's amazing. That would be amazing for me. So I am very excited for this, because then this will be the first time I've ever completed. I have so far completed the Shadowhunter series, the Narnia series, To All the Boys I've Loved Before series, and hopefully this year I'll be able to finish the Divergent series. So that's like, what, 4? What? Like, the book I'm reading right now is currently my 29th book of this year, and I plan on reading 50 books. We're not even halfway through the year yet. Like, this is what happens when you're in quarantine and you have all these books that you want to complete. Honestly, like, it is crazy. Anyways, so this book is going to be the complete series. I don't know if I'm going to get The Broken Throne, which is the last book of it, or it's like a collection, but I don't know if I'm going to get it. So in total, this is the last book I hopefully will read. If I do read all these books within that month, and I do have some extra days, then I do plan on reading the Jurassic Park. Now, I'm gonna let you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Jurassic Park. Like, I can watch that all day. I could watch, my favorite one out of the Jurassic Park series is The Lost World Jurassic Park. That one, I feel like it has more action and more like detail with all the stuff. And then with the Jurassic World, I would definitely say the first one. The first one is my favorite one because it just is very emotional and I love it. Honestly, me and my family, we were saying that since Netflix is planning on bringing out almost all the Jurassic Parks, we plan on like binge watching all the Jurassic Parks. So Jurassic Park 1, 2, 3, Jurassic World, and then the second one. That's my family. Oh, and they're also bringing out Fast and Furious, so we have all these plans. And yeah, so hopefully I plan on reading within 5 books maybe this year. Hopefully everything goes well. But yeah, so that is all the books I plan on reading this June. And if you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you guys like what you see, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And also, if you guys want, you can tell your friends about my YouTube channel. It's up to you. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and also check out my Instagram, which will be in the link down below. All right, guys, have a good weekend. Bye.